a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Stafford. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Amendola, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Well, get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
It's a nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still going. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
30-yard line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown
from 8 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions take over first and 10. At their own
back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
2-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up.
On second down, Swift. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
He was brought down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. They'll run on first down. Swift able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
The tackle made by Harold.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Kenny Galladay, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40. Yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have... 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the running game with Swift. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
On 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Stafford able to get this complete to Swift, his running back. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run with Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
At their own.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Pressure too strong. Down he goes. Deshaun Hand in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. The Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
11 more. Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Flush to his right. The catch is made by the tight end, Nolan. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Swift. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Swift, the ball carrier.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Touchdown.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give him 30 yards there.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit bigger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Running is Swift. The 35 will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
10 at the 32-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Stafford. It's intercepted. Picked up by USC man Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
17 yards. And
they go play action here on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This one caught by Davis. And he's got some space here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23. Titans offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Stafford. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Makes the tackle.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And the Titans.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run forward with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 3.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3. On first down, Swift. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Ball carrier.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well,
from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. On 2nd down, Swift, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
DeAndre Swift.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's good.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run here with Swift. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift.
DeAndre.
It was Jack Crawford who brought him down.
He's tackled.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, you can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's good.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. They'll buy some time. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac Nada there to make the grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Now Prater to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Out come the Titans now. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jack Crawford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Stafford now to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
You never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
It's another Detroit Lions first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Swift out of the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Stafford. It's knocked away and incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford sliding out of the pocket. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen?
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Did you expect anything less from Stephen Gostkowski? This guy, he's a machine out there, Charles.
Even in the clutch, the bigger the situation, the more likely that it goes right down the middle. And I think he just bailed his guys out in the end, yet again.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.